On the evening of June 23rd, when the doors of the World Cup stadiums opened, the fans were not only filled with excitement, but also with an unusual sense of fear. Something could be taken away at any moment. One goal, one card, one whistle that could change everything. In the first match, Portugal fans were full of confidence, but as soon as the first goal went in, the stadium exploded with noise. Every attack after that felt like another shock for the When the score reached 3-0, some fans started looking away, and at 5-0, many were just sitting in silence. Portugal fans were dancing, celebrating, and recording videos on their phones. They already knew the night belonged. No red card drama was needed here. The match had already become one-sided. In the next stadium, the atmosphere was completely different. England and Ghana fans were locked in a battle of nerves. Every England attack made anticipation, holding their breath, and when the ball went out, a collective sigh spread through the crowd. Ghana fans celebrated every defensive block. At one moment, after a heavy tackle, the entire stadium went silent. Everyone thought a red card was coming, but the referee allowed play to continue. That was the first big shock for England fans. In the end, when it finished 0-0, England fans looked disappointed, while Ghana fans were but satisfied that their hopes were still alive. The most intense scene of the night came in the Norway versus Senegal match. Here, the fans' heartbeat seemed to follow the scoreboard. Norway's first goal made the white flags rise. Senegal fans went quiet. After the second goal, many could not even stay seated. But when Senegal scored, one corner of the stadium suddenly came alive again with drums, chants, and hope. After a rough challenge, showed a yellow card. Senegal fans shouted in anger, believing it should have been a red card. That moment turned emotions even more intense. When Norway scored their third goal, many Senegal fans held their heads in. Some even had tears in their eyes. In the final moments, Senegal's late goal brought back a spark of hope, and the stadium erupted as if everything could still change. But then the final whistle came, and that whistle became the biggest shock of all. Norway fans embraced each other in celebration, while Senegal fans slowly walked out in silence. In just one day, some fans were laughing, some were crying, and some were simply staring at the scoreboard in silence. The 20th everyone that in the World Cup, it's not just 90 minutes. Every single moment can break hearts or make history. As the stadium lights began to dim and the crowd slowly started leaving, the emotions of June 23rd were still hanging in the air like a heavy cloud. Outside the stadiums, fans from different nations were no longer talking like rivals. They were talking like witnesses of something unforgettable. Some were still trying to process what had just happened. Every tackle and every moment of silence in their minds. In the Portugal match, Uzbekistan fans stood outside quietly, still shocked by how quickly the game had slipped away. Portugal supporters, on the other hand, were celebrating like it was a festival night. Flags were still waving, chants were still echoing, and phones were filled with highlight clips. For them, it wasn't just a win, it felt like a statement to the entire tournament. Ghana venue. The mood was different. England fans walked out in frustration, discussing that one moment when everything could have changed. Some were arguing about missed chances, others were just silent, staring at the ground. While walked out with calm smiles, not a victory smile, but a "we survived" kind of satisfaction. They knew they had stopped a stronger side, and that draw felt more valuable than it looked on paper. But it was the Norway versus Senegal stadium where emotions refused to settle. Even after the final whistle, fans stayed outside the gates, still talking about that turning point in the match. The second goal, the controversial foul, the late push from Senegal. Norway fans were still in celebration mode, singing and jumping together, while Senegal supporters were trying to understand how the match had slipped away in those crucial minutes. Inside the stadium corridors, security staff said something happened. Fans from both teams were seen standing quietly in the same space. No arguments, just silence. Because deep down, everyone knew they had just witnessed a match that could define their group stage journey. As the night finally ended, Social media exploded with reactions. Clips of goals, near misses, and fan emotions spread everywhere. Some called it a perfect football night. Others called it heartbreaking chaos. But everyone agreed on one thing. June 23rd was not just another match day. It was a night where fans didn't just watch football, they lived through it.